Hello everyone. It is the Laid Back Launcher here, back with another World Conqueror 4 video guide walkthrough. Today we'll be doing the Battle of Alaska event hard mode. As you see, I've made it through the regular missions, and we're going on to the hard mode. Debuffs include everyone's favorite fanaticism, which makes everything hit 20% harder. Basically, if you destroy a nearby friendly unit, this basically, on these modes, you have huge groupings of enemies. So if you destroy one of them, if you have to take an objective, if you do the conventional wisdom thing to attack, focus your firepower on a single unit, you will be triggering fanaticism for everything nearby. If you want to heal up your units through logistics, you're going to be making it harder for yourself later on by making your enemies have more health and hit harder. You also have this new provocation thing that's after attacking troops troops near a general's command have a 20% chance to be immune from being attacked on. So that's also kind of annoying. It doesn't trigger too often, but sometimes it does at the worst possible time. So these are fun debuffs. Not a huge fan. I could honestly take anything but fanaticism. Perish together also sucks, but we don't have that. It would be awful if it was fanaticism and perish together. Also, please forgive the audio quality. I'm actually recording this video on the side of a I don't know if I could call it a mountain, at least a fairly large hill in Marseille, France. I'm on my way to Barcelona so I can catch a flight home back to the States after doing my master's in Europe. I hope you guys enjoy. Instead of music in between my limited commentary, we will be getting the sound of strong winds rustling the leaves of trees. So nice and calm and peaceful. I'll try not to talk too much. I'm kind of just enjoying the mood myself. Anyway, this is only the second time the Battle of Alaska has entered the rotation to my knowledge. They released this thing months ago, but they've added so many World War II based events that Alaska has only been played once in the rotation when it was first released. I can't recall, maybe you can correct me. But yeah, let's get into the mission. First mission is Vladivostok, which isn't really Vladivostok because we'll be invading Korea. This is we're not defending Vladivostok, we're invading Korea. So don't know how they came up with the naming scheme for that. Anyway, I'll show you my generals. This is almost completely free-to-play walkthrough. I will not be using any premium generals. Although I have Whitman at my disposal, I will not be using him. I'll be instead using Hoth, who's configured like so with the dominance ability. I'll be using Guderian, who's configured like so with inferior victory and inspiration to be a heavy hitter. I'll be deploying Guderian in Vladivostok immediately on the Tiger, on a level 5 Tiger, since I have that now. The Typhoon class, you start off with it, you do not spawn with one. Hopefully we get a few Typhoon pieces. I think I only need 4 to be able to unlock it and actually deploy in the field on my own. I need to complete some conquest passes. When I get back to the States and have some free time, I'll be chilling a little bit. I'll hopefully put out the rest of these Alaska walkthroughs, and they're going to take a long time, unfortunately. So that's not going to be very fun since we have the fanaticism buff and these are long missions. This one isn't so bad, but we'll see. What are the objectives here? I may actually have to break this video up into a few parts. Yep, sorry about the background noise. It is near the Basilica de Notre-Dame de la Garde in Marseille. Forgive me, my French audience. I can speak a little bit of Spanish, I can speak Bulgarian and English, but French is far from the top of that list. And I don't think I ever will be able to speak French. Anyway, I digress. We have to take out this fortress, and this fortress down here. We also have to take Busan and whatever this city is. I'm not sure, my Korean geography is quite weak. As opposed to having to defeat Spruance instead. Please forgive the background noise aside from the bell, which is quite nice. I am located between a couple of roads, so there's buses and cars and those, you know, tourist trains passing by. Otherwise, we also have to defend this place up here. Our ally doesn't have much health, and our allies aren't too useful. The enemy is positioned right up next to us, so that makes it more difficult to advance. I don't know if I want to put Brook just yet. I do have a good chunk of money, so it might be worth saving that for later, but at the point I might be able to deploy Brook later on. I want to deploy him early on. Brook is also configured with inferior victory, which means that it's better on a 1-star unit. I may end up removing rumor on him and putting inspiration on him just to make him hit even harder, like Guderian, but for now I won't. I exhausted all of my medals, finally getting his upgrade there. I've upgraded most of the useful abilities on all of my generals. You can pause on each one to see. No, I'll do that in a walkthrough. Aside from a few of the naval leader abilities, I've upgraded all of the useful abilities on most of my generals. So what comes down to it is finishing upgrading health, finishing upgrading damage, and finishing upgrading mobility. Most of the mobility upgrades have already been upgraded a bit, so I'm going to focus on upgrading health now. You'll see that all of my generals are major generals, even some of my better ones. The first one I'll upgrade is Guderian, since he deserves the promotion more than anyone. But again, I digress. As always, I'll be pausing if things do not go my way, and then resetting it, because I want to give you these perfect walkthroughs, just in case you're having a hard time with some of these missions. This is the best way it goes. Maybe if I'm far along into this walkthrough, then I'll just keep on going rather than resetting it, just to keep things flowing along well. And unfortunately, I don't know, 233. Here's Yamamoto. He's my Air Force commander, Imperial Eagle maxed out. He's really powerful. I'll be putting Yamamoto on the Typhoon. I'll be spawning a crew Enterprise immediately with Arnold, who is my backup air commander. I put inferior victory on him because I intended for him to be my primary helicopter commander, but even with the helicopter, I find I don't even use it that much. Where you can't even spawn it because, wait, why can't I spawn the helicopter? Where is my helicopter? The helicopter requires a level 3 airport, right? Or a level 3 factory. Well, I don't have a level 3 factory, but I find the helicopter is really squishy. Until you upgrade it so you have that extra dodge ability, I find I don't use the helicopter that much. Anyway, let's deploy the King. What was I doing? I was deploying Arnold. I'll use the fighter here and another bomber strike here, since it does extra damage against tanks and such. I'll be moving Hoth, who is tricked out as my backup tank, as my secondary tank commander. And now I can move my forces up a little more aggressively. King Tiger first. I'll do want some economic and tech income, so I'll be deploying Chenault here in Vladivostok, and I'll keep the medic moving along with the front lines dynamically. I always target the artillery just because the tanks can damage themselves against you fairly reliably, but the artillery not so much. So I target artillery first. Since we do have 2 naval forts that we need to target, and increased coastal presence, I will be deploying a naval commander. I don't usually deploy a naval commander on this map, but we have increased naval targets, so it's worth it. Yamaguchi is configured like so. He is absolutely powerful. I dropped rumor on him, so if you've seen him in any of my other videos, and put inspiration on it, and it's been fairly useful. Use the nuke immediately, so it can immediately get to recharging. You get 1 nuke every 4 turns with the Typhoon. Take damage from, yeah, I mean, I don't really care about that. And I always target the enemy medics from the beginning if I can. Just because any damage you do that the medic heals is wasted damage, so why bother? Guderian cannot move up now. I need to get rid of this. How will I do so? I'll just do that. And the sooner I can get Guderian with high morale, the better, because basically once you get his morale up, it stays up. You can just chain together kills and stuff to keep inspiration maxed out. He has also a lot of health. Damn. And there we go. 416. You see, he is very powerful. Okay. Well, I don't have much tech. I don't have much income, so I'm just gonna keep Chenault in the city. Heal up the carrier, I guess. I'll send Bostico over to help out the allies. Just to keep the economic input of the city, I'll start moving my enterprise up. Take it with paratroopers so I can keep my allies moving. Your allies get stuck on the city if you don't capture it for them. Super annoying, I know. And let's kill this medic, since I used on my paratrooper. You can see I've already basically destroyed this fortress here with that nuke. I might be able to do so this turn with another missile strike. Vroom vroom. And let's kill this medic here. Probably should have targeted that medic first, I just didn't see him on the map. And I can put a technology center down, which I will do, because we have a lot of industry starting off. We still get a good chunk of it even later on. How much? Kruger has a good chunk of health. So let's keep moving up. So Sokolovsky, he has this strategic attack ability which makes enemies do more damage, take more damage. He also does a lot of damage with nuclear bombs, but we won't be using that until later. Let's put Guderian here. He might be able to take out Kruger now. What kind of defense? Kruger has no defense, so Guderian should be able to kill him. And do some heavy damage to, I believe, is Clark. I'm gonna take the city with Bostico because it's easier to defend the city than it is to recapture it. Gonna be focusing on that infantry. Unfortunately, did not get Blitzkrieg there. And again, focusing the artillery. I'll spawn an infantry on this forward base soon. Just use that missile there and destroy the fortress. And let's start focusing on the fortress in the south here. Maybe I can take out this. No. That's fine. I'll be able to do it this turn anyway. Save Bostico a little. Unfortunately, I might lose my medic here. What can I hit? I can hit him and make him drop him below half health so he doesn't do as much damage. And that'll be my turn. So what's next? Well, What are the squishiest targets I can find? I guess I can just do this. I guess that's really the best I can do. Move Hoth to the south, move Guderian here, and so he can activate his tanker ability and do some serious damage here. 254. Well, Guderian will be able to take that out. I also completely forgot about Fanaticism. Honestly, the best strategy to use with Fanaticism is to get everything to as low health you can before you start hitting, before you start destroying enemy units. But that's pretty tough to do. 192, that does not have Fanaticism. Now you have more, but I have faith in Hoth to be able to do that kind of damage. Sokolovsky cannot make that push yet. I would like to be able to get rid of Clark. So let's do that. 563, 494. Aaron can probably do 494, but nope, alas. I'll take out this rocket artillery I can. Well, my allies are being more useful this turn. I have to keep an eye on Chenault's health in case he starts to get low. I definitely do not want to lose him on the first mission, especially since he is vital for maintaining a strong war economy. I will be deploying Brandenburgers with Meretskov because he also has the strategic attack ability and great infantry oriented as so. And I can immediately move him up and take the city, which is nice. Brandenburgers let you move out of the city, deploy troops immediately after them, and capture other objectives immediately as well. So Brandenburgers are great once you upgrade that, once you unlock that second ability. Fighter. Oh, wrong target. I wanted to use my my carrier. Drop the tank below half health, so it doesn't do as much damage, but again, alas. And why not? Okay, Busan has a radar station. Good to know. I should have put Yamaguchi here, so the tank there would start destroying itself on his accounts. What next? I guess let's kill that medic instead. Violating the Geneva Conventions, one turn at a time. .210, I know Guderian can do that, even when he doesn't get Blitzkrieg, doesn't get Panzer Leader. Okay, here we are. Let's move Guderian up. No. Always attack with Meretskov first, so you inflict the state effect on your enemy of choice. What can I deploy next? I can move Bastiko up, that's nice. Yeah, it was good that I deployed Brook early. And Brook is already the best artillery commander. He'll probably be even better when I put inspiration on him. I won't be targeting that fortress there. Bruh, man. Maybe I should put... the honor medal that I have on Yamaguchi and give it to Arnold for when I have the Typhoon and I'm deploying Arnold on the Enterprise. I have another nuke, so I'm going to use it. And I'll target I'll target this city here, because otherwise the enemy in Busan is just going to heal up. I wanted to gesture to that. I didn't want to attack Busan. Wasted missile, kind of. Let's go with an RPG Rocketeer and put Malinovsky on him. He's configured like so. He has disorganization ability, so if he goes below half health, he heals back up. And Decoy Strike makes your surrounding enemies do 15% more damage after you attack. And we're looking good. Let's continue along. Kablam. Let's continue moving up with Guderian. And Hoth. And Bastico. And Brook. And let's go. I realize I may have forgotten to activate that Brandenburger's ability last turn. Should have healed Meretskov if I could have. He's alright for now. I'm just moving everything south so it's all on the same part of the screen and I don't have to keep on scrolling down so much. Well, let's just nuke Hanseong. Move this along a little quicker. Busan as well. Let's bomb the paratrooper there. Paratroop into Busan. And I'll be able to take Hanseong. I presume it's Seoul. Or Seoul. Forgive me if I have any Korean viewers. Doubt it though. I don't have many viewers. And that's this turn. Pretty heavy on the air power. The Typhoon and the Enterprise let you move things up pretty quickly. I am quite a few pieces away from getting... did I not show any generals so you have an idea of what the generals look like? No, okay, well. This mission's pretty easy. The rest of the Alaska missions, not so much. But anyway, thank you for watching this guide. I'll try to post more of these videos when I can. My schedule over the next few days is going to be full of travel.